episode 2. Episode 2. Y'all, we are so excited. Welcome to LiveLight, episode 2. Thanks to everybody that watched our video, like, share, comment, subscribe to our last video. That was amazing. That's like our little baby. Like,
it's finally here.
We watched it so many times.
I watched it like 10, 15 times.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Every time I saw the thumbnail, I was like, dang, like, we did this.
It's out here.
There it is. So thanks, guys. Welcome to episode 2. Make sure you like, comment. Please comment. Even if you don't want to comment publicly, DM us, text us, like, give us feedback for real.
Tell us what you want us to talk about. Like, what are you going through? I mean, don't tell us how you listening, but like, tell us what you would find interesting.
Yeah, facts. So feedback, please. So like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we drop new content. Also, add us on Facebook, LiveLight, y'all. I think we are 111 followers away from 1,000. 1,000 people. Crazy, right? So if you haven't liked us on Facebook, go like us, because when we hit 1,000, we are gonna have a giveaway.
Giveaway.
Y'all got some t-shirt ideas brewing inside of me.
It's gonna be fine.
Anyway, so like, why not? Throw some of them out. You know, we're gonna get a little t-shirt shooter. Shoot them all out.
Not a t-shirt shooter.
Yeah, they doing the best of my That'd be fire, bro. What? Be out there shooting out my t-shirts, right?
Lord.
But anyway, make sure y'all like us on Facebook. Add us on Instagram at @live_light. Also, check out our website. It's linked on both of our social medias. That is where all of my blogs are. I promise y'all I got one stirring up in me. I promise I do. So I'm gonna drop some new ones in a moment. I had to take a little breather. You know, I had writer's block. It was bad. It was real bad.
It's okay.
So it's almost on block. But until then, Nadia got y'all.
Listen, make sure you text 94090. Here, you need to text LiveLight to that. Capital L on both of them. 2 words. LiveLight. You know, every morning you'll get a text from me. A daily inspiration list. Get up and get on with your day. Come on, let's be great.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Get it together. It's pretty much what she be saying. Good morning, get it together.
Come on.
All right, what's new? Oh, episode 2. This is what's new.
Episode 2.
Oh, if you're new to us, welcome. This is LiveLight. We are on the journey of unpacking. You know, sometimes in life we go through stuff. We pick up stuff from the experiences and things that we've gone through, and this is the process of keeping what you need, throwing away the rest. You know,
chewing the meat,
spitting out the bones, baby, because we got places to go and things to do, and you can't carry all that heavy stuff with you.
No.
Okay? Because carrying all that heavy stuff leads you to anxiety and depression and a whole long dark road.
Okay.
You don't want to buckle up and enjoy that ride.
No. We need
Get out.
No.
Get out. If you are on that roller coaster, roller coaster. Okay, honey, if you on that roller coaster. See, the devil, he didn't want me to tell y'all. He didn't want me to tell y'all. But I'm going to tell y'all, okay? If you on that roller coaster, y'all, me and Nadia, that's what we call it, okay? Just
buckle up and enjoy the ride. Keep all hands and feet inside the ride.
Inside the ride. Because when you get on that ride, baby, you're not getting off to the ride stop. You ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Unless Jesus be like, all right, I heard you.
Honey.
Come on, get out. So don't go down that road, T. Don't go down that road.
Just don't.
Let's just unpack the heavy stuff and live life.
Taking one day at a time.
One day.
You know, but you can't beat yourself up if you get on the roller coaster.
You can't, bro.
Because sometimes it does not happen extra.
Because I don't like roller coasters sometimes. I'm not even going to be honest. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm going to be honest. I like to send my emotions sometimes. I think it's quite fun sometimes. Then
I'm going to say it's fun.
Then it don't get fun. I like to cry, so.
I don't like to do that, so I wouldn't say it's fun. I mean, it just happens because you get comfortable sitting.
You do, especially if your spot is your bed. My spot is my bed.
Honey.
And I know I'm in a moment when I ain't got out of the bed in hours.
Be sleep. Not even be sleep. Just be sitting.
Just be sitting there. You ain't even watching what's on the TV.
Rubbing your ankles together.
Rubbing your ankles together, trying to act like you was having some type of comfort. You was on the ride, baby.
Okay.
So this for any of y'all that's out here on that ride right now, I'm gonna tell y'all how you get off of it.
Come on.
Let me tell you. The Bible says.
The Bible says.
God did not give you the spirit of fear.
Uh-huh.
But of power, love, and sound mind. You gotta sound mind. You gotta sound mind. He ain't say he gave you depression. He definitely ain't say he gave you anxiety. Those are not of the Lord.
No.
Okay? Damn.
Or pity.
Guilt, shame, all of them. So that's the stuff right there that you got to unpack. You got to leave that out. Yeah, you made a mistake. Yeah, you might. What you're going through might be caused by your own actions. Now take all that guilt and that shame, that anxiety, that depression, the fear, all that stuff that's not of Jesus. Go ahead, take it out.
Even if, hold on, wait a minute, because you said it might be caused by your own actions. Even if it ain't caused by your own actions.
Yeah, even if it ain't, I'm sorry.
I mean, the responsibility of the action was not yours, but the responsibility of healing.
And your response.
My love.
Is yours.
My
Truly,
love.
goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. And unfortunately, things happen. But baby, surely, goodness and mercy.
They follow you. You just gotta let go of some stuff.
You gotta let it go.
I mean, come on.
You can't be angry forever, sis.
I mean, you can't expect nothing good to come if your hand is full with all the nasty stuff.
Period. And you want to go to your next level. You want a promotion. You want a house. You want a man. You want a woman. But you heavy. How you gonna carry the woman and you carrying all this heavy stuff that's not even necessary? You gotta unpack.
You can't be a good steward over the small stuff if you're heavy.
That's true.
So how you gonna get more if you're not a good steward over the small stuff? And this is stuff I'm saying this because it's stuff I had to tell myself. I won't do a good job.
I won't do a good job. And I kept trying to figure out, why am I not going to the next level? This doesn't make sense. You aren't managing well what you got right now.
Honey.
That leads us to what we're talking about today.
Self-love.
Because I was not managing myself, honey.
Because it's so easy to get caught up in everything else. And I think because of the person I am, and maybe you're like this as well, but it's so much easier to get bombarded and get overtaken by everything else and everyone's issues. And even sometimes like you intentionally go to somebody else's rescue. So it's like you don't necessarily have to look at what you're going through and what you're dealing with.
Facts.
So I mean it's easy not to focus on yourself. It's really
It's easy. So that's what we're talking about today, y'all. We're talking about self-love. We're talking about boundaries, honey.
Yes.
We're going in there. So you ready? Is you ready?
No.
I'm not either, but let's do it.
And let's go.
Let's go. I would like to define self-love as, let me think how I want to put this. I think it's a twofold process. First, you got to understand who you are. You got to understand what makes you tick. You got to understand your strengths. You got to understand your weaknesses. You have to understand your flaws. Once you understand them, you got to accept them. And then it's also part of like celebrating the things that you're good at too. I'm not good at that at all. So it's like once you understand who you are and why you were created the way you were, then it's like setting boundaries to protect who you are. Because self-love is all about just managing yourself well.
True. And also having the capability to correct yourself as well.
Period.
And being able to properly accept correction.
Period.
From the wise counsel around you.
That is true. The Bible says there is safety in a multitude of wise counsel.
That's true.
Sometimes some people can either be on one side of the fence or the other side of the fence. To where on one side, you're like, this is who I am. This is how God made me. Deal with it. And then on the other side, you're super critical of who you are and you haven't accepted that those flaws are they're part of who God created you to be.
Have you ever thought about this? The root of both sides of the spectrum is the same thing. Because the root of this side is insecurity.
Facts.
The root of this side, if you want to really think about it, is insecurity. Because they're what is the word?
Overcompensating.
They're overcompensating.
That is true. And so part of self-love is like, you gotta be secure in who you are.
True.
Like for me, I'm emotional, highly sensitive. I like to cry. Okay? I do. Like I like to cry. And sometimes like I beat myself up because I'm like, girl, you're so emotional. Like, get it together. But then this week I realized that one thing I am kind of good at is conflict resolution. Why am I good at conflict resolution? Because I am able to empathize and put on your emotions and see why you feel the way you feel. Even when nobody else can really understand, I can kind of put myself in your shoes, empathize with you, and fix the problem.
Yeah.
That's a strength that came from a flaw to me. So part of it is just like really, really diving in and understanding who you are, what makes you tick, what makes you mad, what irritates you, what you don't like about yourself.
I read this quote the other day. It said we sing a song about the Lord like always created masterpieces, not realizing or not understanding fully that we were also created by His hand and we're a masterpiece as well.
Facts.
So like every flaw that we see, and that we've grown up to know as a flaw, I mean, it has a purpose.
Yeah.
Like I am who I am because of this thing I might not necessarily like right now. But I mean, 10 years down the line, it might pop up and be like, ooh, this reason right here, the thing that I didn't like, made me $1 million.
And understanding too that He created you in His image.
True.
It's who He wanted you to be. It ain't who you feel like you should be. It's who, and I think sometimes we get frustrated because social media causes us to be in comparison all the time.
True.
And you think that, oh, I'm supposed to be this way. The Bible did not say He created you in your image, baby.
Or in her image or His image.
No, He created you in God's image. That's how you are the way you are. So for me, I think the first thing I had to do when I was trying to learn to love myself was I had to figure out who I am. And because on these journeys, I picked up a lot of heavy stuff. The thing I had to do for me was I had to go to the Word and I had to figure out who God said that I am. What did He promise me? And then that helped me align my thinking with the image that He had intended for me instead of the images that I put on myself. Jesus.
That's true. That's good. That gives you a sound foundation to like bounce from. And then also like after you go to the Word, I mean, go out and do some stuff. Figure out what you like. Try some new stuff. Figure out what you don't like. I mean, because at the end of the day, I had to tell myself I was boring. Because all I didn't really want to pull up with nobody. I went to church, I went to school, and I went home. I mean, and I hung out with the same people every so often.
Facts.
I had to go out, Nadia. What do you like to do? What would you like to do today? Like self-care. What would you like to do today? I mean, let's try something new. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, that's okay. Give yourself the opportunity to say, this isn't for me.
Yeah, or try it. And I think certain seasons you get accustomed and you kind of get conditioned to certain things. And I know it was like weird, but like the last season, I was like going through this whole like depressive mode. And y'all, tacos is my favorite thing in the whole world. Not even will tell you, y'all. I would go to islands like 3 times a week, y'all. Anytime they say, no, don't listen to her. Anytime they be like, Jill, what you want to eat? Islands, sis. Every time. Never got tired of them. I woke up one day, the season changed. I went to islands ready to get my tacos, y'all. I ate 2 tacos myself. I ain't had a taste for tacos ever since. I told Nadia, I said, man, everything's so different. I don't eat fruit, but I want to go try a piece of watermelon. I might like it now. Like, when you go through these things and you kind of figure out who you are, it's not so much about surviving. You can thrive. So part of thriving is taking risks, adventures, figuring out who you are, what you like.
True. When Pastor
What
Toya
you don't
said
like.
it, she hit the nail on the head. She said, this is no longer a season of survival. It's a season for thriving. Like,
Facts.
I mean, the seasons have turned. Come on.
The seasons have turned. And one thing that I really, because like last year, I think my word was like flourish. I just love that word. And what I realized about when plants flourish is that sometimes certain plants don't necessarily bloom because they aren't planted in the right soil. And so sometimes you go around and you think like, oh, something is wrong with me. No, you're not in your vein. And I like how she said sometimes you have to save yourself for your best use. And when you put yourself in that best soil, then you'll get the product that you want. So you got to kind of figure out what your best use is.
And also, I mean, within that, Saving yourself for your best use creates boundaries.
Period.
Because if I'm out here pouring from my cup, so I was listening to this lady. She was telling us this one time. She said, you have a teacup.
I'm talking about Auntie Erica.
Yes, Auntie Erica, and you have a saucer. You never pour from your cup. Like your cup is you. You never pour from your cup, because once you start pouring from your cup, you become depleted. Mm-hmm. So say you got a big pitcher of water, you pouring it in your cup. You pour from the overflow of that cup.
Yep.
Because I mean, nothing that I do should come from me.
Yeah.
I'm just a conduit of the love of God.
Period.
So once I'm all filled up, I'm gonna be overflowing.
Yeah. And then I like how she said, when you make the mistake of trying to pour from your cup, is the equivalent to a car running off of fumes. Mm-hmm. You running off trash. You giving out trash. Mm-hmm. You're ruining your engine. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, ooh, dang. It made me rethink. Because I was talking to my sister the other day, and because we naturally have a servant's heart, we love to give, we had to realize that in this season, you can't serve from a place of survival. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, God is like, no, I have given you an abundant life. Go out and do what it is that you love. And I got it. And it's like, oh, shoot. Like, if I'm not serving everybody else, what am I supposed to do in that time?
Mm-hmm. That goes with my devotional as well. It said, are you living a life to please God? Or are you living a life that you trust the Lord? Because those are two different roads. I mean, a life to quote unquote please God is a life of consistently striving to be who He's called you to be. Thanks. And a life of trusting God is resting in His word and doing exactly what He said. Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, if you go to a life of trusting the Lord, you'll end up pleasing Him. True. Along the way.
True. And if your only focus in life is necessarily to please, I don't know, sis.
What?
Because some people think that serving all the time is pleasing Him. But if He didn't ask you to serve, you really wasted your time.
Honey, He said there's a season for everything.
He did.
You got a season to rest, and you have a season to serve.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, if He did not tell you to serve.
Yeah, every good thing and a God thing.
My love, sit down.
And sometimes things flow in seasons. Last season that might have worked for you. This season He might be like, this your season.
He's like, I'm doing a new thing.
A new thing.
A new thing.
Don't miss Him though. Mm-mm. That's the thing. Like, if you get so caught up in doing things how you used to doing them, baby, you'll miss Him.
But I think that's a part of really knowing yourself and knowing the Lord too, is being able to decipher and understand when seasons change, and knowing that once it's like when a season is ending, knowing how to get quiet and say, okay, well, Lord, what is this next season going to look like? Like, how am I supposed to seek you better? Like, how am I supposed to look for you? How am I supposed to hear you? So that when the season does change, it's like nothing ever stopped.
Yeah, because sometimes when the seasons change, people still relate to you from the old season. And it's like you gotta stay grounded in the word because you wanna know how to respond.
True. And I was talking to my mom because we're moving, and she was like, "Well, some things have to change when we go into the new house." And I was like, I refuse to go into this new house, this new place, still dealing with and looking at the stuff from the old season. Yeah. Like, that thing, listen, when I tell you it hit something different, it hit something different. Like, how can I say something new when I'm in the, how?
That don't even look right.
How? You looking for
you gonna unpack dust and dirt in a brand new house?
Listen, you walking in 100-degree weather.
Y'all ain't nobody ever lived in. They built that house just for them. Just for them.
Brand new
house. And you
she designed the whole thing. She said, "This is the colors I want, the floors I want, everything."
So unpack wood.
What?
2005, 2010, foolishness.
We can't.
No, that's not what we doing.
No. And being able to really say, okay, now let's get quiet. Because her and I had this conversation as well. It's time you got to get quiet before you move. Because I need to hear what the Lord said. Now, Lord, what you want us to do, how you want us to move.
Yeah.
What you want me to give away. For real. Because I've noticed that the things for us, for my mom and I, the things that we hold on to and we keep, the more stuff we keep shows us our life. Like, our house is the image of our life.
Yeah, if you ever really want to know the condition you in, move. I have seen myself so differently in moving. Because
you hold on to so much stuff.
And it's like, pay attention to what you hold on to. And how you hold on to it.
I've noticed because for this, like, I got rid of half of my closet, y'all.
No, her closet.
My closet. Don't talk about me.
Her closet, y'all.
Don't tell
oh my God.
I just had a whole bunch of stuff, okay? I got rid of half of my closet, my clothes and my shoes. And going through this stuff, I got emotional because it was like, I could look at certain pieces of clothing and like know exactly what season I was in. And know exactly what I was holding on to. And I had to sit there and the Lord was like, well, Nadia, this is what inside of you looks like. And I said, dang, like, who? And I had to stop because I was getting emotional. I said,
Pat can get emotional, but I don't know how people just do that, man. It's like, it's a whole emotional process.
Man, and like, cause it's literally letting go of the old. If you pack right, if you move right, it's letting go of the old, for real.
Yeah, a new thing though,
honey.
That's crazy. I guess that kind of just sums up this new season. I feel like I woke up one day and I was just like, I felt like I was watching my life from like a bird's eye view. And then you got me messed up.
Let me remember who I am.
Jill, did you hear what she just said? No, did you just hear your response to what she just said? Yeah, you done lost it. So you better remember who you are and whose you are, honey. That's what we not doing in this season. You know, if you watching this and you to the point like, dang, like maybe I've accepted a lot of, because I like how Pastor Cedric, how he defined abuse, and it's just improper use.
Yeah, abnormal use.
That's all it is. That's all it is. And it's just like, dang, like, I've let a lot of people abuse my time and my energy and my gifts and who I am. Like, do you know what? I'm sorry, I forgot. That's why you used to talking to me like that. But baby, I woke up. No, my new favorite word, y'all. No, decline. Those are my two favorite words. No and decline.
No, thank you.
Phone rings. Decline.
I'm good with it.
Jill, can you know? I just started practicing my new ways of saying it.
Yeah.
No, I can't. And sometimes you don't gotta have an explanation.
I don't have to. No.
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 It's not how it is. Like,
no. I mean, so if you have found yourself in a place, okay, where you are accepting abnormal use, I mean, it's like you going into your kitchen and standing on the table. That's not what you just say on the table, honey. Just come on, sit down with it.
I think the biggest piece of it is like taking that analogy you just used is when somebody walks in your house and stands on the table. And you look like, what is you doing? And they're looking at you like, but we been sitting up here.
Man.
Get down. I changed my mind. It's my life. I make rules. Get down. That's what we're not going to do no more.
Resetting.
And you can reset at any point in time. You don't owe no explanation. I woke up today and decided to love and appreciate myself. Get on. Get there.
But I was talking to my therapist about this.
She had said, y'all.
She said you have to set what is it? Assertive boundaries. Assertive boundaries is when you tell somebody, okay, we might have been doing life like this, but listen, I don't operate this way anymore. Period. I can't. For me and my health and my well-being, I can't do this anymore. So this is what I will accept. This is how I want to operate my life, and let's move forward like this.
That's real.
Now, if they come back and say,
that's real,
I don't want to do it like that. Okay, well, I love you.
That's real.
But now we gotta.
That's real.
It's okay.
That's real.
Yeah, I had that thing hit because I'm the type of person, I don't like conversation like that. So I set a boundary, and you won't even know the boundary is set. I just won't talk to you no more. I'd be like,
but that's real though. That's real. Cause I had to do that today. Somebody texted me like, "Come through." You know what? This is my fault. I couldn't even get mad at the message. This is my fault. So let's fix this. This is how you're used to relating to me because in the season, whenever we first started talking to each other, this is what I allow. But going forward, let me go ahead and tell you how this gonna work. Did I get a message back?
no,
No. Will I expect one back?
no,
No. Do I care?
no,
No. She said assertive boundaries. She ain't say passive boundaries.
no.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
This season, this new thing is saying how you feel and meaning it.
Meaning exactly what you say.
And saying it, okay, we gotta set this up. You have to say it in love. You can't just be out here cussing the saints out.
Yeah, don't do that.
We can't, cause you gonna get some rude responses back. And then you gonna be like, well, I don't understand why they was coming at me, how they was coming at, did you see your face?
Right.
Did you hear the way that you said it?
But there is still a way to be assertive and to be clear.
Truth.
Without being nice, nasty, because I cannot. That is my ultimate pet peeve, y'all. I cannot stand a nice, nasty, safe person.
So it's like saying,
oh,
an assertive boundary.
Okay, roll play.
Say Angelica said something that I don't necessarily like, or she keeps on saying things that I don't necessarily like. Okay. So Angelica,
yes,
you know I love you and I love this friendship, but the seasons have changed in my life, and I don't necessarily care for how you said this certain thing.
Okay.
So moving forward for me, and I really want to keep this friendship. Moving forward for me, I would really like it if we don't operate like that anymore. Okay, girl, straight, boom.
But in reality, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, come on, let's do it. Let's do it reality.
Hang on, look at that. What you mean?
I just didn't care for how you said it. It hurt my feelings.
What hurt your feelings though? Like I don't even understand what you're talking about.
Okay, you said what you gonna say? You said, quote unquote, this certain thing.
Why when people get mad the first thing when you check them, the first thing they say is, what you mean? Clarify.
I mean, and the thing about it is you know exactly what I mean. Like, what you mean what I mean? You know exactly what I mean. But just being able to sit there and really tell them how you feel.
For real, straight.
And being sure and secure. And knowing that your feelings are valid.
You gotta show up for yourself. I had this one student, I loved this girl because she was the biggest self-advocate. That little girl could look at you in the nicest way and tell you, no, this is what I won't do. And she would say it so nicely. Like, I don't like how you talked to me yesterday, so I'm not going to play with you right now. But maybe later we could try it again. 4th grade, and look at the little boy and said that. And I said,
oh, come on, sis.
Like, my jaw just dropped. Like, when you understand yourself to a place of, I have boundaries, I know what I'm going to accept, but I'm still going to give you some grace to kind of adjust to my boundaries, and we're going to try it again. It's not just saying, like, oh, you can't talk to me how I want to be talked to, bye.
Because you have to,
how life works.
You have to know that the person is human, and you cannot, what did Destiny say? She said you cannot reprimand where you do not teach.
Facts.
So if you never teach somebody how to treat you, you can't be upset when they're just out here acting foolish.
Or when you got to go back and reteach because how you taught them the first time.
Was it how they learned?
Yeah. Because you teach people how to treat you. So like we said before, if you been standing on top of the table, and somebody walk in your house and get on top of the table with you, and then one day you just decided, they don't know your seasons change. They don't know that. So you got to do it out of love. You got to give them some grace. Listen, I know before this is how I operated, but now this is how I prefer things. Period.
It's as simple as that. It's really, I'm not gonna say it's easy. I'm not even gonna lie. It's
hard. It's hard, but once you accept it and you true to the journey, it's not that difficult. Like I had to tell Nadia, I said, I think people are used to me being like nice and quiet and subtle. But Nadia done been to Sanford with me, y'all. Nadia know it's good. Like, sis, no, this is not. It wasn't who I am. Mm-hmm. At all, not at all who I am. I'm extremely vocal. I will tell you exactly what road you got off on when you messed up. Mm-hmm. And I had to come back to, like, it's okay to be who God created you to be. True. It's okay. Mm-hmm. So that's the journey to self-love.
It's part one.
Part one. We got this again.
Girl.
I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive my face.
It's part one.
But anyway, if you didn't get anything else from this video, just understand. And I think this is the perfect time. Like I was telling Nadia, like to a lot of people, this whole like virus situation has everybody like going crazy.
By all the toilet paper.
And I feel like God really is just like, rest. Like, sit still somewhere and just rest. Like, I done closed down the school. You ain't got nothing else to do. You can't leave your house. You're just in quarantine. Sit down and rest.
The hardest thing about rest is being still, though.
Because you got to hear them voices in your head. You got to hear all the voices from stuff you never let go, from all those people that said something to you. Could be 7 years old and you still sitting here. You can remember what you had on, where you was at. You can hear the voices. It's clear. That gets still enough. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. Like it's an extremely difficult process.
It's intense.
It's.
But the word also says in Joshua 1:9, it says, "Be still and know that I'm God."
True.
And the thing about stillness in that scripture was all about getting understanding. That was good to me. And to know that he was God, you had to know in an intimate way. That was good as well. Yeah,
so use this little time.
Get still.
Get real still.
Self-care.
Self-care. Figure out what you like. I like candles. I love aromatherapy. It just makes me feel nice. I like to put my onesie on.
Candles. Some soft music. Sometimes
some people like ratchet music. That makes them calm. In one season of my life, ratchet music made me calm.
I mean, sometimes ratchet music is good. I mean, hey.
But get still.
You might need some calm music to get still. You might. Because sometimes ratchet music it tunes everything out. So
True.
Put on some soft music, light some candles, turn off the lights.
Or just write.
Yeah.
Just write exactly how you feel. I found I found it therapeutic to go back and read things that I journaled in January.
I was packing up my room and I found stuff that I wrote in high school.
Burn.
I said, whoa, the girl. It's the girl. Also, another therapeutic thing. If you don't feel like you can verbalize it, you don't feel like you can write it out, turn on some music and dance around the house. Let me tell you. Hold on. Shit out music. But me, turn on some music and dance around the house. Get free.
I like shop music. Shop music does work.
I like to dance. So I just be dancing.
She just be dancing.
Sometimes.
But yeah, y'all, love yourself. You can't love nobody till you love you. Unpack the heavy stuff. You want a man, you want a woman. You can't carry them. You still carrying all this heavy stuff. So you got to get light so you can prepare and be a good steward of what's coming next. These boundaries that you set in, make sure they're set in proper, what's the word? Motive, I guess. So make sure you're not setting boundaries out of fear. Because the boundary set out of fear is just a wall.
Truth.
So we're not building no wall. Okay.
No.
We don't want walls, but we do want boundaries.
Yes.
What else? Keys. Major keys. Major key alert.
Figure out what you like to do.
Figure out what you like. Oh, also figure out who God says that you are.
Yeah.
I have sticky notes. I have sticky notes all over my mirror, at work, random places, my lock screen. Have constant reminders of who God says that I am. Because once you can get that good foundation of who God says that you are, you solid. You good. Just because you say people, you don't gotta let people talk to you crazy just because you say it.
It's not cute.
It ain't cute at all. Even Jesus flipped the table over.
Yeah, but don't go flipping no tables over.
But I don't know, just one time. I just want to walk in the room one time. That'd be nice. That feels good. That feels good. I just want to go flip the table over.
Okay.
Don't listen to that part.
Don't pour from an empty cup.
Facts.
Don't pour from your cup, period. Pour from the overflow.
Period.
Yeah.
Don't mess your engine up trying to run off fumes.
Be out here pat.
Sit down and rest.
Okay. Get still.
Get light for the flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got somewhere to go.
People to see.
Houses to buy.
Businesses to open.
People to marry.
Kids to have.
We don't got time
At all.
to be running around crying about 2004.
No.
Use this time now in your singleness.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if you're not single, find you some time to go back and get light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you're not single, get light with your spouse.
Get light together. That's cute.
Yeah, the glow. That will happen.
Y'all want to be goals, okay?
Be free together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I hope y'all enjoyed episode 2 of Live Light.
Yes.
Go be great. Take care of yourself.
Yes.
Manage yourself for your best proper usage.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't got time to be out here looking stupid.
Oh.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of people who already do that, and we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that no more.
I ain't gonna lie. That was me like 2 weeks ago.
You know,
Maybe a week ago.
we don't need to do that no
We
more.
ain't doing that no more.
No.
That's what we're not doing.
It's not cute. Mm-mm. It's really not
You
cute.
know better and then you do better.
True.
Sometimes you can't. You have to give yourself a little bit of grace because it's like, dang, I was doing the best I could. But I love how that song, he said, sometimes my best isn't good enough because you're relying on your best. And when you go to God and you talk to him about what you're supposed to do, then you straight.
But don't give yourself so much grace that you out here just acting foolish.
Period. Now,
I mean,
there is a limit. Now,
there's a fine line to grace and misuse.
there is. There's a fine line between grace and trying to use grace to do your mess. Oh, I sound like Pastor Latoya Barrett, don't I? She said that young folks just like to use grace for an excuse to go out and do what they want to do.
It be nasty.
Don't do that.
It's true.
First of all, old
it's
people
true.
do it too. I be getting mad how she said that. She said millennials like the old people don't be out here doing that too.
But you have to listen. I mean, what she's saying is true though.
Facts.
Millennials are much more lenient when it comes to setting.
We are.
The older saints are. Well, I think the older saints just hide it well.
Yeah, we got social media, so everybody
The
knows.
millennials just don't care. It's like we gonna do what we gonna do, and we gonna come back when we come back. That's not okay though.
It's not okay. It's not okay. I think it's just a generational thing. The one thing about millennials is we gonna keep it a band with you, and we ain't gonna fade with God.
No.
Church is my sacred place. It is the place where I like to feel safe and I like to feel vulnerable. I'm not gonna come in here playing.
No.
If I don't have it together, I don't have it together.
But that don't mean on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday that you can be out here acting buck wild.
That sand is only good for a season. So for a season, he will give you grace to Monday through Saturday at the full, and then Sunday come in here and cry.
And then you got
for a season, and then after a while, he gonna be like, so you gonna get it together, or you gonna keep playing because I don't got time.
Come on, because holiness is right.
It is. But for a season, sin is pleasurable for a season.
After a while, it's gonna be like, okay, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
Again. And again.
Dang, how did we get here? We just be saying, how did we even get here?
We were supposed to be ending the video.
We were supposed to be ending the video. I guess somebody just needed to hear that. Okay.
I guess so. Come on.
You don't want to die sin.
No. Come on. The Lord still loves you. The Lord, listen, He's gonna come. The prodigal son, the son came back.
Yeah.
And the daddy came running to him. The Lord is gonna come. As soon as you say, Lord, I'm open and I'm available and I want healing. Come on.
But you better mean that thing. Because that healing process, it ain't for the
It's not for the faint of heart.
It's really not.
No.
It's an intense process where you gotta be real with yourself and you gotta have solid people around you.
Truth.
You gotta have solid people to the point where I like how Pastor Latoya said that time, like you gotta trust them to go wash your clothes. Like, cause it get like that. Like Nadia has seen me at my absolute worst moments. And I'm like, get out, y'all. I remember one time.
She trying to lock me out.
I locked her out. I tried. My mom, I locked the door. Because I had enough of not again. I wanted to be by myself. I did. And it just wasn't working. So I thought that I had locked the door. And I was laying in my bed relaxing because I locked her out of my life. And I could just be in misery and peace.
No. But here comes to little old me. Hey, come on. We got places to go. Get up out your bed. Awake.
Come
Get
on.
up out your bed.
Dust your stuff off, honey. Put them lashes on. Ain't got nothing on today. I'm looking a little dusty today. But I decided to let y'all see what I really look like right now. It's a process. Mm-hmm. We getting there though. We getting there. I love how I was talking to one of my friends and I said, how are you today? And she said, better than I was yesterday.
That's good.
I knew what that meant. But it was the perspective that she took was like, I'm better than I was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Each step just keeps on getting better.
Period, pooch. Okay, so thank y'all for watching episode 2. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, add us on social media.
Yes.
Go like us on Facebook, LiveLight, and go follow us on Instagram at @live_light.
Text 94090 to get our daily inspirations. You text LiveLight.